Alright, I'll just. Okay. Alright, it's up.
Uh,
Hey guys, Wildy here, and today it's Bloxcard Q&A episode 3 with my friend Boach from the Boach YouTube channel.
the best one.
True. Alright, like last time I actually wrote down some questions instead of just doing what comes to mind. Okay, first question. Do you like Blox cards?
Sort of. Like, it depends on the mood I'm in.
Yeah,
Like,
this.
if I don't want to like feel bad after 30 minutes, then like probably not. But like if I do, then I'll play block cards.
Yeah, it's just. For me personally, I haven't been playing a lot of Blox cards because I've just been all over the place. Like, I've been to Texas, been to a lot of places in Oklahoma recently, so I really just haven't had time to play it a lot. But like, whenever I do get on, like back when like the UGC Max thing was going around, I remember being really frustrated because of the queue system.
Yeah, I think pretty much everyone was. I spent like 15 minutes queuing into a game at one point.
Yeah, yeah. I remember the first match before I was fighting, Gebo, and I was just decided to use mono red because I just wanted to get this mass fast as I could. And he
I
was
did
just
the same
he was
thing.
complaining the whole time, which I guess was kind of deserved. Yeah, this is getting a little bit off topic, so I'll move on to the next question. Do you think Carla Stud should be removed from the game?
Nah, they're fine. I think they should stay.
Some
I mean,
people
of
think,
course, they're like an important part of the game. I think they've been here for like ever, as far as I know. And like you'd have to like completely rework the game to balance cards and just the game in general. So
yeah, also, uh, I just wrote down this question because I remembered I was thinking about how funny it was to look at it balance wise because this question literally stemmed from that one meme from just remove Carlos Studs from that one comment on the Chaos Organization Roblox group page. And which is the thing is that was like ages ago, like 2021 probably, and this is still around. I think. Yeah. All right. Here's the next question. This question, before ask it, is probably going to be on the minds of every Block Stars player that have ever existed. Is Mono Red overpowered?
honestly, I don't think it's that bad. I think people react like it's really annoying and hard and like to fight. But, like I don't think it's completely overpowered. I think it's good. I don't think it's like overpowered. Like some stuff is overtuned, but like I think like it's fine.
I think the main reason why people hate Mono Red is because of two cards: Infernal Acolyte and Pixel Pistol.
Yeah, that is pretty insane curve you can do with that.
Yeah, which is why I use the Acolytes for every mono deck I play. For like other red stuff, I think it has to do with like the amount of like damage removal that it can use and just how people could just feel like mono red is just very sluggish to play against.
Yeah, I think that's like another one of the problems. It's like incredibly like unenjoyable deck to fight.
Yeah,
Like they're not doing anything like super like shiny. They're generally just playing like stat sticks for the most part.
yeah. The thing with red is just it doesn't have that many unique cards per se. It's mainly just generically good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, next question. Who is the coolest Blocks Cards Discord member?
Um uh
All right, I think
um
I do have my answer on this one. It's probably Terralex actually.
yeah, Terralex is pretty based, honestly.
Yeah, like one of the most profound members I have ever had to be friends with.
I mean, I think pretty much everybody on the jury of creation is good. Like, there's nobody who had like actively like dislike on that.
I think, hmm, well, for speaking on about Jury of Creation, the only person I dislike there is Flufflefunds. But like, just having like one slightly disliked person doesn't make it terrible. Like, that's fine. Anyways, next question. What card do you hate the most?
There are a lot of cards I hate. Um, I generally don't have like one answer for this. Like, I only like hate kind of like decks in general.
All right,
Uh,
you could just say the deck then.
uh, Police. I hate police. I that's probably my least favorite deck in the game. I never have fun fighting them.
You know, it kind of seems like Flavor win because I bet you wouldn't have a fun time fighting the police in real life.
God.
Yeah, yeah, that was kind of in bad taste. My bad. But yeah, if we're talking decks, it's mono yellow. They literally have everything. Like, what don't they have?
That's why it's fun. That's why I like Mono because it's really fun to play. My opponent thinks they're winning, and then I play a raw blocky, and then I win.
In the words of Manic Stash, screw Rob Locky. All my homies hate Rob Locky.
But I love him. He's the funniest card in the game. At least one of them.
Maybe.
Also, he will always give perfect zeros. I have never not gotten a perfect zero for raw blocky.
Yeah, there's something
I
satisfying
know,
about
like, not too many people care about perfect zeros, but, like, are you really winning if you're not getting a perfect zero?
people who don't have OST are probably winning when they don't get perfect zeros. Anyways, next question. What is the longest match in Blocks Heart you have ever been in?
Uh, I I think the longest one I've ever been in was during like a tourney where I had to go against Ada at round one, and I was gonna end up losing. We ended up like stalling the entire round just to get like funny highlights with I forgetting what the card name is. Whatever the one that shuffles and then gives you something that costs one more.
Okay. I don't. Most of the like really long matches I've had usually end up in the same result. Usually like turn 30 or something like that. But I do know someone has gone to like turn 100. No, I am not kidding. Just you. This is from someone I know. Just ask him. He has everything. All right, next question. When do you think you will have a Luna? Or for those who
Uh,
don't know what a Luna is, their own card.
so I'm probably gonna go and like work next summer just so I can buy a Luna as kind of like a joke. That's my plan. Like work at a McDonald's for like a week or two or however many, and then buy a Luna.
Well, it'll really depend on the minimum wage by next summer.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I can afford it if it's like $15 an hour, so
Yeah, the job may be painful, but I guess money is it's worth it. I guess.
it
All
would
right.
be fun.
Yeah. All right. When did you start playing box cards?
The first time I played this game was probably like 2020, I think. That's like, and then I like quit for like a while. It was 2020, 2021, and then I quit for like a year, and then I came back to in like 2022. And then I like quit for 6 months after that, and then I started like getting seriously back into it like April.
According to a plugin I have, it says I started block cards in May of 2020.
The thing is, I know my plugin's broke because it says I started it in like October of 2022, but I know that's like not true.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
'Cause I know I played in like 2021, so
Yeah, the earliest thing I can remember is when it was like a couple weeks before Pits of the Umberlords released.
I think I was playing. I think it was like around Temporal Hill's release. I think just because everybody was like trying to get World of Wood, so
Oh yeah, that was pretty busted back then. And like some other stuff I remember is that before the Infurnished cards had card arts, they were literally just Among Us stuff. But that it was funny at the time. This was before Among Us was dead. So
now one of like the only things I remember from like back in 2021 was losing a game against police and absolutely despising it. So I have hated that deck since I first played.
Boach lore is real. Anyways, next question. Do you trust the ACGD, or I think that's how you say it. It's like the things like mirror, flat, fluffle. I think Soul's in it as well.
Uh, yeah, honestly, I don't consider myself to be like too smart when it comes to balancing. Like, only kind of like semi-ish competent.
According
Yeah,
to
I'd prefer to trust somebody else over that, and I don't think they're doing a horrible job at it.
according to everyone I know, they say I suck at the game and balancing, which is kind of sad because I don't even think I'm that bad. But they probably have more experience than me, so like there's something I can do. I personally, it's 50-50 on it because like what it's like a couple words. The Roblox uh, roleplay starters. It's like the pet starters, you know?
RPS or
Yeah,
Big
yeah,
Emporium.
RPS. Although I mainly blame Cool Flames and Trixie for that.
Now those starters were actually some like those were some that was some of the most recent fun I've had in blocks cards because what you could do is you could turbo out a Reveling Satyr with a 100 buff turn one and then have that snowballed into you winning the game on like turn four. And it was some of the most fun I've had playing blocks cards.
Yeah, I like a lot of people will say that it was like probably one of the most unfun things. Me personally, I didn't really play block cards a lot around that time, so I played it like after it got nerfed, so I don't really have any experiences in mind. All right, next question. Could you imagine if block cards was a Steam game?
Uh, Not really, because like most of like the big TCGs I can think about like aren't Steam games or anything. I feel like mostly it would just be like a free game owned like independently, but like free on like a different website or like the App Store, but probably not as a Steam game.
And I don't think this game would actually work as a Steam game because if I would say like 75% of the player base here are just solely Roblox players, with me being
Yeah.
in the 25% who who uses Steam usually. No, this is not an advertisement for Steam. Do not let the corporate people make you believe that. Anyways, next question. Who's your favorite Block Charge original character?
Um, Astarosa.
For me personally, it's Thek Hiller because he tried going after the idiot who is Apollo Scott. Alright, next question. How stupid is RNG in this game?
It's not that bad. I feel like when compared to a lot of other card games, it's like not nearly as bad as some others I can think of.
Yeah,
Like most of the RNG I can think of is kind of like either like random ads or just straight up. The majority of RNG is just like from the deck, from drawing cards and hands and stuff.
yeah, like I would say like compared to like wait, I don't know if Marvel Snap has RNG, but I'm just gonna assume it does. So
Yeah,
yeah,
they do have some like RNG in certain regards. Like there are cards that will like randomly hit cards in your hand, and that's RNG. And of course, there's drawing.
yeah. You ever notice how drawing cards is like probably the second most strongest mechanic in the entire game?
Yeah, I think that applies for most card games, some more than others.
I do know it doesn't apply to Uno.
Well, that depends on your point of view in Uno. If you want to win, but like if you want to like prevent everybody else from having fun, then it's the strongest mechanic.
All right, yeah, that's
'Cause
fair.
most people don't play with like limits on how many cards you can draw, so you can just draw until you get like a +4.
Yeah, that's probably something people would do. All right, next question. Are Block Charts players illiterate?
Uh, I most almost all of them are. Like my favorite example of this is Blue TNT, who always uses the title "Reading the card explains the card." Once attempted to scriff a destroy immune card, and then was confused when it didn't die.
Wow. I mean, to be fair, most Roblox players are illiterate. Like, okay, I'm not illiterate, but I remember I told someone I hated reading and they thought I was illiterate. So that was kind of unfair. All right, next question. Do you think Bloxcard's VCs are chaotic?
It depends on like the people in them and how many people are in them. Like if it's like a free person VC, it's fine. But if there's like 10, 15 people all trying to talk over each other, then like it's absolute chaos.
I think with okay, I'm gonna try and say this without insulting Splunky, but like every time he talks, he sounds like he's talking into a microphone.
That's like kind of one of the weirdest things you could have said there, but okay.
I'm just being honest. Like, of course, like Snubcube, who's always trying to be as loud as humanly possible, which is different because he's not using a microphone. He's just screaming into the mic. I do know he has his reasons for doing that, but I don't remember what they are, so it doesn't matter. Okay, next question. Do you think Nicolas Cage should be in Blocks Cards?
Most definitely because it would be really funny. And like
Dude,
if based off what DBD do with Nicolas Cage, I think would be really funny for blocks cards because all the Nicolas Cage perks in Dead by Daylight are like the funniest shit.
yeah,
There's the one where he like runs knees high and then gets like a random effect that could end up with him dying instantly or getting like a completely randomized item. And then there's the one where he just dies and that's the perk ability.
I do know a way I can get Nicolas Cage into the game is if I just buy an alt art with Nicolas Cage in it.
True.
I'm definitely gonna do that at some point. I have like $42. I'm definitely going to. Man, they should just put Nicolas Cage in every video game now. right, next question. What is your opinions on fan card cesspit, or as it used to be
I
called?
absolutely love that place because I get to laugh at people's terrible card designs, and it's the funniest thing. Like my favorite example of this was a guy who posted a buff to Doge that was increasing it to 400 400, still at 2 yellow, and making its effect on death summon a random common Doge and trigger its effect.
Wow,
2 yellow.
you just made Cadet Beekeeper but broken.
It's literally one of the worst things I have ever seen, and I just so funny. And then the same person also uh, did a nerf for Arcdemon Architect of all cards.
I mean, it's understandable to hate the card because like 1500 health is not that easy to remove unless you have like direct removal.
Yeah, but like a nerf for a card I think is used in like a deck. So
Can you?
and
I
then
can see
the
why.
random and another change they had was like a 300 health buff to Langs.
This is why most people are on the blacklist for GM, myself included. Anyways, next question. What is your favorite alt art?
Um I don't know. I think probably my favorite would be the Jailbreak alt art because I love Jailbreak. Uh
Jailbreak.
Steam Summer Sale, whatever it is.
Think my favorite alt art is Indie Idiot's alt art of Sonic. No, I am not biased at all. What made you think that? Although I do have like 7 alt arts in the game, so like a lot of them are good. There's only like one I don't like. I tried getting it re-arted, but like they just never did. I don't know how that even happened. All right, next question. How many crimes have you committed in blocks cards?
Um Probably a couple, considering I play mono yellow as like a fun deck.
There was that.
And
I remember there was that time I played Lycans, so that's like 1,000 already.
oh, you mean like me on the daily?
Oh right,
Yes.
I low key for
Also,
I low key forgot.
also
What?
old Celestials. Those were pretty funny. I enjoyed playing those. That was pretty fun.
You do know we're recording, right? So like people are gonna hear you.
I think I've already said most of these things.
Oh right. Don't know if I have those, so this could just be something, that's for sure. Okay, next question. Have you ever became a meme?
I don't think yet. I'm expecting it to happen, but not yet.
It happened to me once. I think most people are aware of what happened, but like it was just someone. Okay, no, it wasn't just someone. It was dysfunctional rec created a GIF of me which said "server not for Moonbro 2." Every time I remember there was a time where every time I spoke, everyone would just post that, and it pissed me off. Oh well, at least that meme died, so like it doesn't matter as much now. I should really give revenge on that guy. Anyways, next question. Why are you a part of CRP?
Uh, because it was funny. That was basically my whole motive. Actually, no, my motive was I saw the schism in the party art and decided I wanted to join the CRP based off that.
CRP just looks like a bunch of old dudes in a room arguing about pointless things.
But it's funny though because they're rigging the election and that makes them 10 times better.
Just like real politicians.
Exactly.
Okay, next one's gonna be like a little bit more serious, so I would sit down for this. How has the Blocks Hearts Discord impacted your life?
I'd say it absolutely made it better because, like, when I first came into this community, I was like probably coming off one of the worst years of my life, and it just actually like made it better, like so much. Uh, I was very happy about that.
Okay, as much as I like the crap on the Discord server, I will say I have met some genuinely good people in there.
Yeah,
And
same.
I used to be like this. I used to like be really socially awkward, but then I went without internet for like 5 days, and I actually became social somehow, which is impossible because I'm a Blox Hearts player. So whenever I think about it, I joined the Blox Hearts Discord server around November of 2021. I had just come off. I was still. This was. I think was during when I had COVID, and it just helped me make my life like a lot better somehow. Like I know I hate this server, but like it's like a love hate relationship thing, you know? And it's hard to describe, but like I don't know, man. I had never if it wasn't for the Block Stars Discord server, I wouldn't have seen all these views about people from all over the world and just different things about life and stuff. All right, this is getting a little too deep for something like this.
Yeah,
I was about to go philosopher duality mode, but then again, if I wanted philosopher, I would just ask Carolix.
yeah. I was about to say.
Yeah, I don't know how he has all those thoughts, but he just does. All right, next question. Who is your favorite Blox Arts YouTuber?
Uh, Probably Manix, just because they upload the best, just kind of like gameplay videos. Honestly, like with the best editing and like probably some more interesting decks. And also the tier list videos he's uploaded recently have been really good.
I don't know about you, but my favorite Blox Arts YouTuber is Baldi Gamer. Like that tier list video of all those Discord members.
The one I wasn't on.
Yeah, I don't know why you weren't on it. Like I didn't. I remember I was gonna manually do it, but then M came out of nowhere and just made it for me. It's one of my most controversial videos, but yet it still did pretty good successfully.
The one with like 10 different tiers for 10 different people.
Yeah, because I hated them. Like, right, it's not like all concurrent to how I think now, mainly because of they've kind of changed since then. Like, I think a good example of this is with Mythic. For those who don't know, he was timed out of the BCM Discord server, and you know what he did? He actually changed his life. He's not annoying anymore. I don't know how, but he's not. But yeah, most people think the BCM sucks, which is fine because like we let some bad people in there, like Quackastow. Uh, like I said earlier, uh, Cool Pro. Yeah, yeah. You know, I've just been realizing it's kind of hard to think on the spot and say something because this is like a live stream. You'll probably just gonna hear me stutter a lot, which I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but like, whatever, man. Okay, here's the next question. Do you do drugs?
Uh, Not hard ones, but like medical ones for like mental conditions, yes. on occasion
I also
if I
take
feel like it.
I also take drugs to control my ADHD.
Uh, Same. If I take them, that is.
Yeah, I went like a month without them because I found out I was doing fine without them. But now I'm back on because school's starting soon.
That's fair.
Yeah, anyways, I think that's all the questions I have. So, thank you guys for watching. Thanks, Boach, for being able to be here. And good night, Blocks Cards.
All right, bye.
Bye.